Hi, this is CAT 2024 DLR slot 3 part 5 of 5. Now this is said with there are two cases possible. Now normally when there are cases possible, people find it difficult. You need to be systematic while solving it, and if you are systematic, I'm sure you'll be able to get the answer. So let's look at it. So first of all, this explain the whole thing in the start. I mean, whatever the value is. So the first full paragraph is all about explanation of this grid which is there. So V1, V2, V3 is there, RA, RB, RC is there. So read it. I'm not getting into it. Now we need to fill in the ATMs. So ATM with the minimum and maximum cash is 7 and 15. And the road distance between ATM with the second highest cash requirement and the ATM located RC V3 is 12. So I'll directly go to it. That means I know there is an ATM located out here, RC and V3. So there is, I'm doing two cases, there are two cases possible. Therefore, I'll come back to it why this there. And second highest. So this 12 means the only place which is 12 away is this point, RB and V2, which has to be second highest. RB, V2 as the second highest. Okay, now why 15? So I know minimum is 7, maximum is 15. Normally when you start, we start with the extreme case. I start with 15 max. So where can 15 come? I can't put 15 out here in V2. Okay, 15 cannot come because then the second number will be 6. 15 plus 6 is 21. But the minimum they have said is 7. Same way in a row, I can't put 15 at 20. Okay, 15 cannot come because the next number will be 5. But as a minimum number is 7. So that means 15 can come only on RA road and can come at 15 and 26. There are only two possibilities for 15. One is 15 out here, 15, and the second is 15 in this particular place. The only two possibilities is 15. Right. Now with this, you can then try to figure out where all the values can come in terms of 15. So let's start with the second case. If this is 15 out here and there's 26 out here, remaining is 11. So 11 cannot be broken into two parts because it will be 5 and 6 because minimum is 7. So 11 has to come directly out here because I know there is an ATM out here. It has to be 11 out here. So I've finished with this 26. 15 plus 11, 26. Right. Here 22, what is left is 7. So I know second highest comes out here, RB and V2. If the second highest comes out here, what can be the second highest? It has to be more than 11. Right. It has to be more than 11. And 7 has to be on this first row, remember. So if this has to be more than 11, if it's 12, then you require 12 and 8. If it's 13, you require 13 and 7. But 7 cannot come in this row. 27 cannot come because 7 is in the first row. So this has to be 12. 12 and 8. So because if I put 13 out here, the next number will be 7. 7 cannot come because 7 is in row RA because there's 7 left. So it means I am left with 8 out here in this row. The only place 8 can come is with RB because total is, so RB will come 8. Now coming to 21, there has to be 9 out here. 9 cannot come on RAV2 because there's only 7 requirement. So 9 has to come out here. That's the only place where 9 can come. 12 plus 9, 21. So 7 will come on VA. So I get one combination. So I started with 15 maximum value. 15 can come in two places. Only two places. If I look at which column 15 can come, which row 15 can come. 15 come in 15 and 26, V1, V3. The only row 15 can come is RA. So I have two combination. I've started with 15 at V3. The moment I put 15, 11 is left. 11 has to be here because that's one ATM which is there. Second highest has to be RB, V2, which is 12. 13 not possible. 12. The moment I get 12 out here, the next has to be 8, which will come out here on the same row, RB, 20. And 7 will come first. So you get all the values. Just subtract, add, you'll get the answer. And coming to 15 in the first case. So there's nothing can come out here. Remember, there are total 6. So 15 has gone, so there will be 7 left, which is there on this first row. There is 7 left in the first row, right? And so I need to put 7 out there, and I know there will be ATM on this part, ATM on this part. So again the same thing. If there is 7 out here, there cannot be 7 and 13 out here. 20 can't be 7 and 13. Not possible, right? So the only possibility which looks like is 8 and 12, right? And 9 and 11, 20. 8 and 12 and 9 and 11, 20. Same way this 20 can be 8 and 12 and 9 and 11. But the second highest has to come at this point. It has to be 12. second highest 20 has to come at this point 12, because then 11 will come in this row. So if 12 is here, then automatically 8 will be here. 12 plus 8, 20. Right. So 12 plus 8, 20. If 12 is gone, what is left is 9 out here. If 9 is left, can't come on the top row, because top row is only 7 which is left. So 9 has to come out here. So you have 12, you have 9 here, 21. If 9 goes out here, 11 will come out here. So 11 plus 8, 19. So 7 will come out here. So I get 7, 8 and 11. So I get two cases, I get all the values. Now I can look at the question and answer. So which of the following statement is correct? We are talking of RC V2 road. If you look at RC V2 road, in both the cases there is 9. So it has to be first option, 9 lakhs. How many ATMs have cash requirement of 10 lakhs or more? So look at 11, 12 and 15, 3 are there in both cases. So that means you will get 3 in this case, 3 is the answer. Which of the following two statements is definitely true? Each of RA, RB, RC have 2 ATMs. Actually, you can make out that there are total 6 ATM. There can't be one ATM in any row, because maximum is 15, remember. So then there's 22 in RA, 20 in RB, 20 in RC. So there has to be 2 ATMs in each row. So you can make out the first is correct, definitely true. Okay, and each of V1, V2, V3 has 2 ATMs? No, you can make out that there is one case where there is only 15 in the first V1. So second is not necessarily true. So only statement 1. What can be best set as a road distance between the ATM with the second highest and the second lowest cash requirement? Second highest, I know where it is, 12. Second lowest is either at V1 or at V3. So distance can be 7 or 4. So here the distance is 7, second lowest is 8, and here distance is 4. So it can be either 4 or 7. Right? So that means we get E option. Actually, we can use this option also and try it out. Okay, and then calculate. But yes, so you automatically one case you get 7. Once you get stuck, you may be using some of the questions to try to get the answer. This is one possible question where you can get the hint. What's the number of ATMs whose location and cash requirements can both be uniquely determined? If I look at, I can find 11, I can find 9, and I can find 12. 8, 7, 15 changes. So 3. So answer for the last one is 3. You get the answer. So multiple case, a little tough. Normally multiple case is a little tough. But yes, if you systematically solve it, you should be able to get the answer and go. Right? Thank you.